What's up, guys? This is kind of going live. Gonna do kind of like a buyer's guide, and what to use, what not to use. If you're looking for a good semi in the game, go to Russia. Buy this sucker. It is the absolute best big semi in the game. I've never got it stuck. I've only had to winch it once. I've never had to go get another vehicle to actually try to pull it out because this is way too big to be pulled out. You don't have to do anything in Russia. You just go to the Russian map. Put the parking brake on it. Turn the engine off. Just go to your global map. Go to Russia. Go in here. I'll map jump real quick. Excuse the loading screens, they kind of take a little bit. This isn't going to affect, you know, your gameplay or take you out of the immersion of playing the full game. You know, going map by map. If all you're doing is going into a different garage just to pick up some stuff and coming back, I feel it doesn't really hurt nothing. But you go in there, this truck right here is a beautiful truck. It's another one that is kind of a must-have. These 8-wheel drive vehicles are amazing. And with this one, you've got all your attachments. You can bring the crane, pretty much do anything on any map you need to do. It's got great horsepower, great pulling power, barely gets stuck anywhere. It's kind of hard to drown it. It also has a pretty cool little stuff you could add to it. Put an air conditioner in, whatever. It will roll. I can't say that you can't roll it over. I've rolled it with a fuel tanker on the back of it, because that's usually what I use this as, is my fuel truck. I use it as my maintenance truck. Because it's fast. It's reliable. It's kind of hard to get stuck. With this one for $118,000. Same truck I'm using now. It is super heavy. It's slow. It's got a very large fuel tank. But it burns fuel pretty slow compared to the other trucks. The only issue is it has the high saddle. So this is for your big haul trailers. I also use this when I get a vehicle stuck. So if I've got my semi stuck, I just go grab that, drive out there, pick it up. Another good one to have when I jump maps again, go back to the United States. I'm not on that map. I'm actually doing Black River missions. You could use your starter vehicles, like to pick the 2 that they give you, and then the 3rd they give you. They're not bad. But the highway truck is a highway truck. Nope, I don't want to buy it, already own it. This one Yes, you gotta go to Alaska to get it. And it's almost completely customized. I just need to go to Alaska to pick up the bigger engine on it. It's got the off-road transmission. Burns through fuel quite a bit. You can raise it up because you don't have the stock. Because I don't have the stock. Tire-wise, throw some off-road tires on it. It automatically comes with off-road tires, but throw some off-road tires on it. Show motor straight on through. Oh, another little trick. If you haven't seen it from CLP or some of the other guys that are out there streaming, is sell stuff you don't need. You're not using these tires? Why not sell them? Get your money back. It's already got a snorkel, so you don't have to worry about the snorkel. You get the fog lights as you level up, but it's not that bad. But mainly I use this one and the 2 Russian trucks as my main trucks. I use the Hummer, which I've completely maxed out, and I use the Con. One second. For that deuce and a half, as we call it here in the States. This ain't the map. White Valley. Nope. Pedro. I'm gonna get out here to Pedro. You know, you're gonna be cruising along, looking for everything. If you go to Pedro, and you're gonna start up there at the White River. Go straight down, be careful, that's nothing but ice. Open this up. Do the little mission, go get your supplies, open this up. It's a rock slide. Come back down and around. Head down to here. Set you up a marker. Cut across here. Most of your smaller vehicles will fit across here. Just slide right up underneath the pipeline and go across the water. And right there, in a little bitty divot, along the side of the road, is where you're going to find a deuce and a half. It's a good little truck. It's got that, it's got the little bed on the back. There are no upgrades. As in, you can't change the rear end on it. You can't change the extension on it. But you can throw cargo in the back of it and put a fuel tank or maintenance or something on the back of it to add some weight to keep it from rolling. And just roll straight on through. As you see, I have 293,000. Mainly what I've been doing is going back and picking up all the trailers that I've dropped everywhere as I've been going. You know, you get stuck, you drop your trailer, you head back, you recover your vehicle. Just grab them trailers, take them back to your garage. Any trailer store. Drop them off, sell them. As soon as they're sold, you make $3,000 to $5,000 back. You see them floating around the map, pick them up, take them where they need to go. If you just find them randomly for yourself, sell them. That's my personal little scout trailer. So I can come back with the scout, pick that up, take that back, and sell it. You could also strategically place some of these, because as you see, there's a garage. Because you start off on Black River, you're probably going to go Smithfield Dam. But once you get to Drummond Island and Island Lake, there is no garage. So it's better to bring your own equipment and strategically place it in places. Therefore you could run in and grab, you're out of fuel, but you've got a truck sitting out there with a fuel tank on it. Run out there, grab it, go back, top off your tanks. That way you're not going, oh crap, I'm out of fuel, I need to recover, and then I'm going to spend the next 45 minutes to an hour driving right back to where I was. Another trick is, as long as the map's not black, I've opened that one up. I haven't been to the quarry yet, but as long as your map's not black, you'll be able to see if there's any vehicles on your map that you have not picked up. Maybe there's a hidden S10 or the Chevy truck, or like this one, repair the truck. You might repair it, they might let you keep it. I'm gonna ignore that. It looks like a glitch. A trick that I've learned going from the dam to Island Lake, because this one pretty much you just follow the road up to Drummond Island. Not that big of a deal. There's one bridge to build, and it's right here. But coming from your garage, you're going to cut down here. As long as you stay high, your smaller vehicles will not get stuck in the mud, or should not get stuck in the mud, as long as you've got a lift kit and decent tires. As soon as you cut across the dam, right here you're going to come up on the stone quarry. Hook a left, follow the path down, go up instead of down into the quarry, come back around. This marshy area, no lies, no BS. You're gonna get stuck unless you have a differential lock and a higher sitting up vehicle, because all of this path, which is the easiest way to go to get to Island Lake, is a pain in the neck. But once you get out here onto this kind of dirt road, it isn't too bad. Now, for those who are wondering if there's any wildlife in the game, some people said they've seen it, some people said they haven't. I came up the crest to make a right here onto Island Lake. As I came up to the crest, there was a wolf standing right here in the middle of the road. Before I could click the button to get the screenshot off, it ran across the road out into the woods. So that kind of gave me a little bit of a smile. The other way you could take to Island Lake is a chronic and total pain in the rear. It's coming across the top. It's very narrow. Big trucks have a whole lot of issues, but you can't come across here and go in. Or you can try to go low, which is also very narrow. Trucks like to roll. There's some deep ruts. They come across and then just drop down and come across here. My main advice, my main tip, my main tricks for this game: find the vehicles you like, upgrade them. Find out what works for you, upgrade it. Because it's kind of a headache if you're out here and you're playing and you get stuck and you realize all I have is a scout vehicle and I've got a semi stuck and I have no money. So now I've got to make a U-turn, stop whatever I'm doing, recover my vehicle, and take it back. And this is how I usually like to keep this one. Either like this, or with a maintenance trailer on the back. But as soon as you're done in an area, and you know you're not going to need it, bring it to your garage and just hit the recovery button. Retain it. Get it out of there, because you're going to need it somewhere else. The trailer I have on the back of the semi, the big boy toy with a supersized fuel tanker on the back, I hauled it all the way to Drummond Island, then realized I can't use it. You cannot use this trailer for anything except for the mission pipe dream. I've been leaching fuel out of it, but I've got that small feeling that when I go to take it up here to the factory, they're going to want their fuel back. But I know from seeing videos and pictures in the 90s and then in the 80s of the Russian military using these trucks with a lowboy dolly trailer hauling T-86 tanks. This trailer, if you're wondering where it's at, was originally either at that fuel station is at this fuel station where the missing oil tank is over here on the left hand side if you're looking at it this way. Be on the right hand side if you're looking this way, and it was backed in. Don't move it, don't touch it unless you want to go ahead and cheat a little bit. Snatch it up with a trailer or a tractor that has a high saddle on it. So once you've got it, you'll be able to take it immediately where it needs to go. Another trick I've learned with the semis is they're a lot easier to drive from the cockpit view, from the driver's seat. Yeah, you get to look at your nappy pink hands, which I think you got frostbite or something. But they're a little easier to drive this way. Right now I'm just hauling this to the factory. It's a heavy load. This truck does not move fast at all. So if you're one of those people that are in a hurry to go somewhere, this isn't the truck for you. But if you never really want to get stuck, ever, and you never want to have any issues with pulling other vehicles out, this is the truck for you. It's quite a bit on the expensive side. But also, if you spend, and I know it's real money, and I know some of y'all seen Mr. Sealy P do it, I did it too. But if you go into the store, the actual store of the game, and you buy this truck, you'll be able to sell it, excuse me, for $141,000. And that'll give you a nice little cushion to go buy something else. The reason I'm not using this is it is a gas hog. Even at the B- rating, it's still a gas hog. But mainly, it's just another semi. It's fast, flies down the road. But it's just not, it wasn't for me. So to be able to pick that up for $1.99 and turn around and resell it for $141,000 was a good deal. Especially when you buy that one, sell it, and go pick up the biggest truck I think in the game. I haven't found the Avalanche. But I still think this is the truck I'm currently in is the best in the game for big trucks. Like I said before, I've never got it stuck. The lighting on it's pretty good. Now I'm taking it through deep water. Now I'm not saying go drive it through a lake where there's no chance that you should have ever been there in the first place. But I'm taking it through pretty deep water. Taking it through some decent snow. And mud, well, it just chews mud up. I mainly have to use my differential lock if I just want to keep speed going. I thought about actually cutting a video and doing this as a video, but I've learned on PlayStation. Sometimes it's easier just to throw a live stream up. Somebody might catch it, they might not. But it's my kind of tips and tricks time and to interact when I've got people watching. But I'm gonna... Never mind, I'm gonna cut across here. Show you how this thing handles water. The first area that I came across, this right here, the con had issues getting across it. The Chevy truck had issues coming across it. Because the water was so high. But this is, to me, this is the little big engine that could. It just motors through everything. Gripes about the game, I really don't have no gripes. Snowrunner put out some info saying that they're gonna be putting in a patch to limit the PlayStation crashes, which is kind of nice. There's been a few that I crashed 4 times yesterday just trying to drive through Alaska. Which later on that day, I took this truck and went down into a river and recovered another truck that we got to keep. The Delhi Longhorn, I think that's what it was. I tried to pull it up the side of the hill, right where the truck's at. It wouldn't go. It wanted to pull me back down in there with it. So I drove this thing actually down into the river, hooked up to the Longhorn, and drug it down the river. Just took the tow chain up, or the tow cable up, and pulled it straight down the river and up the side of a hill. This thing is a beast. I know people talk about the pickup trucks being beasts and being able to just motor through and do everything, but I send this thing out to recover everything. It is my #1 recovery truck. There's not a lot of trucks in the game that you can say, hey, I'm going to go use this one to recover everything, because some of them, unless you're playing multiplayer and you've got starter trucks and you can't really pull something out, it's going to take you and another player to go get it. Unless you're willing to spend money and upgrade and buy the bigger vehicles. It's like when I go to do this mission to pull that big thing. I will probably use this truck. Where am I supposed to park this trailer at? It says it's the factory. I should be at the factory. Who needs road cones? Well, this is where I'm parking this truck. Go back to my garage. Grab my deuce and a half. Reset the clock again. Now I do have to say that is one of my gripes. Clock's too fast. I want an adjustment on it. I want to be able to slow it down. Hell, even put it into real time. Grab a flatbed. I don't mind driving at night. Certain maps. Certain maps, it's a big hell no. If I was putting maps as in a kind of order of play, easiest to hardest, this is easy. Black River. And this is easy, for the most part. This one's easy. Drummond Island. Just bring your own fuel tank. Bring your own maintenance truck. This one right here, it's a hard map. The reason it's a hard map is it's nothing but mud, nothing but water. Go back to Drummond Island. There's a recovery truck somewhere out here that I've got to pick up. The Pac-12 was one of the trucks that you could get on this map. It's a dump truck. Which I'm probably going to go do sometime today. I'm probably going to rush out, find its location on the map, go do whatever mission I have to unlock the truck after I probably have to drag it out. And it's probably right there. Probably gonna repair it and fix it up and bring it out. But I'm gonna go get that one. And in Alaska. First of all, everybody's looking for that upgrade for the Hummers. Right here. This section right here along the port is where your lift kit's at. Your lift kit's right down in here. Your differential lock is I'd have to go back and look at the screenshots. But the engine upgrade is right here on White Valley. Right here next to the two gateways. This is a little island. And the only reason I can remember that's where I dropped my trailer because I could not take the trailer across the water. It's right there in the middle of that little island. But as you see, I've got scout trailers pretty much dropped everywhere. Because I'll grab a scout. And after I've got my scout, I'll put a trailer on the back of it, I'll haul it as far as I can to get what I need, and then I just drop the trailer and come back. But if y'all like the stream or whatever, my name's Jeremyggaming. Don't be afraid to hit that like button. Want to see more? Hit the sub. If you didn't like what you see, let me know. Hit the dislike button. If you have any comments or anything to add or whatever, leave a comment down below. Other than that, appreciate y'all taking time and watching this video. Talk to you later. Bye.